Yeehaw! And welcome back to Redneck Snack Reviews. And finally, Dairy Queen, finally! So why am I saying that? Well, Dairy Queen, I love you. I really do. And I love when you bring out that summer menu and just load your menu up with 6 different blizzards at one time. I love it. And I understand. It's good to give your employees a break after they have to go through learning all of that nonsense, right? Well, what gets kind of frustrating is like, y'all don't do anything new for a while after that, which is okay, because it gives me a break, and I love breaks. But I just stay here for 3 minutes, kind of like hoping that you got a new blizzard of the month, but then it's like, oh, it's just another one of their summer menu blizzards, which will be available through August, I'd say. It's just another one of those, and I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just sit here and wait for them to come out with something I can review again. And so they did this last year, and they're doing it again. They had something come out July that's not part of their summer menu as their blizzard of the month. And so last year was drumstick, which is now part of the summer lineup. This year they are doing Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookies. So I guess they do this just to see. I don't remember what they do for August, but I guess they just do this just to see how it does, what people think of it. And if people like it enough, like if it sells well enough, they're like, okay, we'll add that to next year's summer menu. And then they always like to add another new one to the menu every year. So they do that. We haven't seen s'mores this year. I don't know if we're not getting it or if we're going to get it in August, but there's no s'mores to be seen. So just maybe keep your eyes out. Maybe the fall menu will have it. But anyways, let's get through this review real quick. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and check out my Instagram, Redneck Snack Food. I got me a small. So basically, it's just chocolate chip cookie pieces and morsels, whatever morsels are. I didn't really see in their picture for it. I couldn't really see how it was like morsels or anything, but I can't see them here either. But I guess, I don't know, this is terrible, but there we go. Can you see the cookie? But I just don't want that lighting. Why is that doing that, you know? That was about a minute or two just trying to do the thumbnail. But hopefully I got something good out of that, and it'll pull y'all in and y'all will watch it. But anyways, let's go ahead and try this bad boy out. Not let it melt anymore. I'm excited. Okay, so I think I just found the morsels, because the texture felt weird. So that's actually pretty good. Yeah, it's like these chewy morsels or something. Like, I can't really describe it to you. It's a very chewy thing. Kind of like the cookies. So now I know this is like a cookie piece in here. Oh no, the morsels, I think, are crunchy. And the chewy part's cookie. So yeah, it definitely holds that Nestle formula, the flavor of a Nestle cookie. Of course, it's not going to have that warm, you know, feel to it, because it's, you know, you can't put warm cookies in a blizzard. But yeah, the morsels are pretty much like these crunchy chocolate pieces, and then you get the cookie pieces too. And overall, it's a simple blizzard. But if you like Nestle, you like Nestle's cookies, this one's actually pretty good, you know? Now, it kind of throws me back to when I was reviewing the drumstick blizzard, and how it was good, and how simple it was, but it was very good. This is not quite as good as that, I'd say. Like, it makes you feel good, I guess. But I think the cookies are a little dense, maybe. They're not rich. They do have that Nestle flavor. But they are, I don't want to say chewy is the word, but the texture just feels a little different than your typical Nestle cookie. Like, it's not as, I think the word would be, they're kind of hard, not as soft as they usually would be. So that what keeps you entertained. It'll keep you intrigued throughout the whole thing. But I think I was just kind of hoping it would be a little bit softer. But other than that, it's a good blizzard. Definitely better than like having like Chips Ahoy or something. They actually have like a decent product in there. So, of course, when you start to get more to the bottom, there's less pieces. But then I got that rich brown sugar flavor of a cookie in there. Nice chocolate chips. Definitely good flavor for sure. Just something that just is pretty basic, very simple, but really enjoyable if you ask me. I think it would be deadly if they did this with like brownie pieces and even maybe throw in some cookie dough pieces. Like, that would be a sugar overload, and I would probably give that a 10. This will get an 8 just because, like, it's really laid back. The pieces are a little hard for me, in my opinion. I think they could have been just smoother, softer. But I love how it's kind of chewy. Definitely a unique texture there. But yeah, I recommend this for sure. I mean, there's really rarely ever a blizzard that I have ever recommended against. They do a very good job with their blizzards, and this is not an exception. So hopefully that gave you everything you needed to know. But I mean, I feel like most people are just going to be like, well, I know what Nestle tastes like, so I'm just going to go. But I think it's always good to watch a review, especially in this case. You know, they're not as soft as Nestle cookies typically are. So just be prepared for that little bit of a textural difference. But everything else lines up very good, and, you know, it's definitely worth it. So I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see y'all around. Yeah!